Oh, welcome, James Bourne, Gentleman Ghost. Oh my god, long time no see. How are you doing? It's pretty hot today, 25, 24 degrees Celsius. Cherry trees are blooming. Different kinds, of course, not the Somayoshinos, those are done. This is a weeping cherry here. Beautiful time for cycling. I did enjoy yesterday and the day before. Just amazing. It's amazing, you know, how these other species of cherry trees come up after the main Somayoshinos. See, I think this is not Somayoshino, this is something else. These ones were the kind of first, and they already have cherry fruits. Surviving. Tokyo has been pretty good. Pretty good. Weather is still the best. Before the summer, right? There's a whole army of little kindergarten kids down here. Oh, look at this cherry. This is magnificent. Completely different flowers. Bunches of flowers. People really went outside. I was cycling around and saw people sitting under every tree eating lunch. There's some snack. So much shade here, it's hard to see, but these pompons are really bombastic. Have you noticed large increase in tourism? You know, I don't go to the tourist places, so I can't really tell. I don't go where there are lots of people anyway, but I heard there are lots of tourists, yeah. What's worse, people say there are lots of tourists and all of them are rude. I don't know, I haven't encountered any yet. Oh, this cherry is Nice. You know, this is the after COVID wave of tourism. Oh, this is a nice shot. See the pink and the white. Yeah, I know, they look like cotton indeed. I've never seen cotton in for real. Oh, this looks great. Bees are flying. I got myself pure honey with propolis a few months back when I was sneezing so much from the pollen. And now I'm fine somehow. Yesterday was also warm like this. It was almost too hot to cycle. If 24 is too much, then I don't know. I think I need to move to the Arctic. No cool place left on Earth anymore. Oh, and I finally got my new car. It's really a Batmobile. Awesome power. Real cotton trees looks like actual cotton balls on the branches. Yeah, I've never seen a cotton tree. Maybe I always lived in cold countries. Unfortunately, cooler countries maybe. These sakura trees are Sobayashinos. They are already done. Mostly done. Everything is on the ground. So much parking here. It looks pinkish. Now the leaves are coming up. After such cold days and time, finally 20s. Chicken electric hybrid. Yeah, hybrid. But this is like the new generation of hybrid. Like, my goodness, it's so awesome. Like, if I tank the whole gas tank, I can go over 1,000 kilometers. It's incredible. My gosh, I think it's slightly, maybe 33% more efficient than the hybrid I had before. And you can force it to drive it in, just from the battery, which is like a ninja quiet. You can switch it to sports mode, and then it's like a rocket. My gosh, it's got so much thrust just with, the gas engine plus the electric engine that you cannot hear. So it's really quiet, but you are flying. You're flying. And there's so many improvements in it. Feels slicker. I had to wait 6 months for it. It almost felt like a forever. And I sold my car for $200. The dealer took it, actually. What a deal. Usually they give nothing. I took it to the competitions dealer. I sold Honda to Toyota. Oh, the model. It's a Honda, it's Toyota Corolla Touring. Apparently they make it only in Japan and in UK. It's very similar to Corolla Sports, but it's longer. It's like, wagon style. So you can stuff lots of things at the back. which is nice. I found every other car small, but the wagon type, wow, really cool. And everyone is asking, like, when's it gonna come to US? When's it gonna come to US? And there's nothing like this. Maybe they don't sell or they're not popular in US anymore. Toyota also has their own Fielder, but that's not Corolla. And Corolla also makes cross version. They make every sedan. It's almost like the Toyota has like double cars from Corolla and from Toyota itself. So I guess they work independently and create these cars. And Honda went all the way into nothing. They had such a huge choice, many cars to choose from. It's just, they don't even have a wagon anymore. Zero. I'm returning Toyota Prius, gets 50 miles per gallon. That's a very tight fit. Hybrid, yeah. Oh, have you seen the new Prius? Oh my gosh. New Prius is slick as wow, like the car of the future from Star Wars. Although my Corolla kind of looks like that, but not as impressive. Yeah, Prius is fun. I think it's slightly higher grade than Corolla. The Corolla is, compact car. Prius, I think it's a full size. So maybe it's bigger. But the new Prius, wow, it's like a spaceship. Maybe they're already selling it in the US, but I see them driving here around. I'm impressed. The Corolla, it's probably gonna have similar mileage like Prius maybe. I think, what did I don't remember exactly, but I think it might be 39 or 38 kilometers per liter. I don't know what is it, miles per gallon. But it's super efficient. My goodness, it's so efficient. I can see when it's charging and when you go downhill. Sometimes the engine is on, but there's no throttle. Like it stays at the same throttle, but the car is driving from electric engine. It's a weird mode. This is what I'm driving. Very cool looking, but the windshield cuts down. Yeah. With mine, the seat position is much lower than what I had before. So in Honda, I was much higher, so it kind of felt like normal car. This one is like descending into a go-kart. Sometimes I have to move my legs. When you wear jeans, and if you're tall, it's kind of it's a weird feeling to go down and sit on a lower seat than you were used to. Except that it's okay. I like it. It's got I have to mention that it's got this there are various modes in it for driving, and one of them is you can drive on the highway without even steering your car. That one is really cool. You can accelerate, decelerate, stops in a traffic jam, resumes. I think you have to still do something to resume it, but it steers you in the lane, and you can keep on going without really doing much. at this plant here. These flowers got a nice smell. Oh yeah, they have weird smell. I rented Tesla Model 3 for a couple of months. I loved it and so powerful. Oh yeah, Teslas are everywhere here. You know what I saw? I saw this Tesla and the side door from the back was opening upwards like a winged, Ferrari or something. Is this a new model or something? Because I haven't followed. But when I looked at it, it's like, what is this? The guy just opens the door upwards. You gotta be careful. Like if you open this in some parking lot, you might scratch your wing. Yeah, I see Teslas a lot. I think many wealthy people drive them. Haven't really been inside one, but I know the Tesla dealer in Yokohama. I think it's right next to Lamborghini or Ferrari. And then there is Nissan, of course, close to them. True, I think this is their very expensive. Oh my God! Yeah. I was cycling and doing geocaching in an area far out that way, and it's a area called Den Chofu in Tokyo. There's lots of villas there. People build villas on like hills, like in Hollywood or somewhere, and it's like incredible. You will never see houses like this in Japan. The way the people live there, it's mind-boggling. And then you can see all their expensive cars like Ferraris, BMWs, Teslas. They have like the whole house tiled on the outside. Even the garage is tiled. Incredible. But yeah, fancy stuff. And I found one villa that was abandoned. You probably need just $15 million to buy the land and build yourself a shack. But I also saw another land, that one villa got demolished. It was so big, and it was on the top of the hill with a little outlook where you could just, build a garden and have a view on the panorama on the city. The rich life. Oh, birds are chirping here. So I was driving, from Narita Airport. It was like completely automatic. Like the car will be steering and accelerating, decelerating. And I forgot to exit. I forgot to switch the highway to another highway because I kept on going. and finally ended up on old highway where they built a whole bunch of highways here for the Olympics, and yeah, it was funny. Just by a rural Japanese house. Yeah, but there's nothing there. No one wants to live there. Actually, you get the house for free. It's just maybe you have to pay for land, but there's nothing there. My gosh, it sounds so nice, but it's so inconvenient. It's almost disturbingly inconvenient. Sometimes you have to like pump your own water from well, You have to get the gas line, I mean the gas tanks, I guess, to bring to your place. And there's nothing, no stores, zero. Like you need to do shopping, you better have a tank. Some of these places can be like across bridges, or you have to build your own private road. And if that gets washed out, then you're done. And these things are super expensive. My gosh. And if you're not in that house, it gets eaten by mold in a day or two. That's unlivable after that. It's terrible. It's terrible. In Tesla, I didn't know about so much tech. Yeah. I know. I was reading the manual for my car, and there was just so much stuff in there. Like stuff I haven't even realized they put into the, cars, like the blind spot detector. It will detect, if you have a car in your blind spot and alarm you if you are about to collide. It also has a camera in front, and that camera is scanning for traffic signs. So it scans all the signs, and like there's a speed limit of 60 or 40 or 30, it will display it on your dashboard. Then it has a system where if it spots that like a bicycle comes out on the road and it's on a collision course with you, or pedestrian or a car, it will automatically emergency brake for you to avoid that collision. Or if you for example drive the car and you don't see the car in front of you slowing down, your car will automatically slow down without you pressing on the brake. And it will also detect the lane, and it knows if you are about to drive across the solid lane. It will give you like a force feedback through the steering wheel that is something as you're gearing off course or going into the curb. Then there is the ultrasonic detectors for parking back and front. That's that was their, that's all their technology. But also, like if you're backing out of parking, and there is a car coming from the side, right? You cannot see it because it's blocked off. It's like in a blind spot and obstructed view. Your car will alert you that there is a car coming, and you avoid that collision. Then there is the alert that if you were suddenly to open the door and, for example, something is coming onto you, that was gonna rip your door off and probably your hand too with it. There is an alarm that will prevent you from opening the door into the, bicycle or car. What else is there? Security cameras are there, front and back. The radar for cruise control. But I'm really amazed at the auto steering. Like it says you have to put your hands on the steering wheel, but you don't steer at all. Like the car drives itself. So we are one step closer to self-driving cars. One step closer. And there's also a parking thingy that if you were to go and park and there's a wall, if you were to run into that wall by mistake, or sometimes you don't see, the car will automatically stop in front of the wall. That is useful. I once bucked into like a palm ice from a volcano. Then I was, my car was scarred forever. Yeah, yeah, with this, higher tech, the Japanese narrow roads just keep on increasing the speed limit. I remember roads where the speed limit was 40, but now it's to 60, changed to 60. Um, I don't know how much you should trust, those computers in the car, but, but it's really awesome, really awesome. I'm sure there's some system I forgot about it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's still a hybrid car, so needs gasoline, but you can force it to the battery mode, cruise. Oh, there's also a system in the navigation where it will drive you when you drive like set on a set course to somewhere. It knows all the hills and slopes, so that it will optimally use your battery instead of the gas engine to drive through that, and it will map it on the map for you if you go there again. So you could run the car, and there's always like a finite maximum charge that it can have, but it optimizes the loading of the battery with using it, so that you never reach like 100% of it and keep on going on the gasoline engine. It's really, really weird to explain. And somehow it becomes more efficient at burning gasoline due to these, hills that it knows about. Charging was a bit annoying, and oh, really? Yeah, I heard it takes maybe a good 30 minutes to charge. Yeah, so, yeah, some people don't like it because they have to just stop. But mine is not the plug-in hybrid, at least. If there is no charger, I go on the gasoline. But if you have Tesla, I don't know. I think you have to stop at the gasoline station for Tesla, which is the charge station. Oh, and don't forget, there's Toyota Mirai. This is the hydrogen car. Here and there, sometimes I see the hydrogen stations. That car is, wow. It just produces water. Yeah, getting cleaner air. Oh, and also my car knows when you get to like residential areas like this, or where you don't need to burn and be loud. It switches to battery mode and it drives quietly, so you don't disturb people in the morning or things like that, with revving your engine. Which is good, I guess. Who needs some pollution in the residential areas? Anyway, I gotta get going. The future is going to be so cool. Can you make me immortal? Yeah. Yeah. We have to get this electronic brain implanted first, and then we'll go slowly into the future, flying just like this plane. Woohoo! All right, gotta get going. Thanks for watching, and see you again. Thanks for coming. Scoping down.